Hello and welcome back to part 2 of my Stripy Cadence Cardigan tutorial. In this video, I'll go over the 2-row repeat, how to do the neckline, and finish off the front and back. Let's recap the pattern. Here I'm starting with a chain 3 and turning my work. I'm going to work a double crochet in this space, followed by a chain 1 and another double crochet in the same space, creating a V-stitch. Now I'm going to chain 1, move on to the next space, and do another V-stitch. Again, chain 1, V-stitch in the space between the previous row's V-stitches. And I'll continue this pattern till the end. This part of the pattern doesn't change. The only thing different is how you start and end the rows. I've skipped ahead to the end of this row. I'm just going to continue with these last few V-stitches and show you how I end this row. Be mindful not to go into the chain 1 space that's part of the V-stitch. Now in this last space, I'm going to do a V-stitch, a double crochet, chain 1, and another double crochet, making my V-stitch. And instead of doing a chain 1, I'm going to end this row with a double crochet, paralleling what I've done on the other side. Now, for the next row, I'm going to start with chaining 4. Turn my work, and then work a V-stitch in this space right here. The rest of the pattern is exactly the same as the other row. I'll show you a few more stitches and then I'll skip ahead to the end of this row. I've skipped ahead to the end of this row. We're going to continue working the V-stitches, zooming you in a bit closer. I'm going to work in my last V-stitch in this space. I'm going to refer back to how I started this row with a chain 4. That's going to be equivalent to a chain 1 and a double crochet in the space between the chain and V-stitch. That's going to be it for the 2-row repeat. We're just going to alternate until we reach our desired width. In my case, that's 16 rows. I'll show you how to count. Each row is this alternating V-stitch right here. At this point, you can try it on. I've put stitch markers and marked where I would like my back and my front neckline to be. And this lines up with what I did on the other side. I've made my front neckline slightly lower than the back. Now that I've reached my desired width and would like to start working on the neckline, I'm going to continue the pattern. Since I ended with a V-stitch and a double crochet, I'm going to start this row off with a chain 4. Turn my work and do the row repeat like I did previously. This part of the pattern is quite repetitive and quite easy. I'll show you a few more stitches here and then I will skip ahead. Now I'm close to where I placed my stitch marker. You'll notice I'm working on the back, but it doesn't really matter whether you do the front or the back first. I'm going to continue working my V-stitches up until the space right before where the stitch marker is. Now that I've worked my last V-stitch, I'm going to chain 1. And you'll recall this row started with a chain 4. So I'm going to end here in this marked space with a double crochet. And the rest of the pattern is the same as before. I'm going to chain 3, turn my work, and work a V-stitch in the same space. So the only difference here from the previous rows is that instead of going all the way around and ending up on the bottom of the other side, we're ending where we placed our stitch marker and working the rows only in the back. Again, I'm skipping to the end of this row because this pattern is quite repetitive and I'm pretty sure you've got the hang of it by now. I'm going to work my last V-stitch in this chain 4 space. And after the V-stitch, I'm not going to chain 1, just do a double crochet in the same space. I'm going to continue this pattern all the way up to where my new end is, and I'll meet you once I'm done. As you can see on the completed side, my back neckline is slightly higher than the front, and the panel in the back is slightly wider than the front as well. You can see on screen the final row count for the front and back. I've just made sure that my final row count is a multiple of 4 plus 1, so it's easier for me to attach my border at the end. Alright, so I've reached the end. I've got a total of 28 rows in the back right now, and I'll show you how I finish it off. I'll give you 2 options, and you can do whichever you find easier. In my case, I've got the initial 16 plus 13 rows. Now for option 1, you're going to finish it off and sew both the panels together. You'll notice we ended with an even stitch, which is the V-stitch and double crochet. So for this final row, I'm going to chain 4, but I'm not going to work double crochets. I'm going to work a single crochet in this chain 1 space, chain 1, and another single crochet, chain 1 again, and work a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the next space. Essentially, I'm doing V-stitches, but instead of a double crochet, I'm using a single crochet. how we end this row is also slightly different. I'll show you once again. Nearing the end, we're continuing the same. Single crochet, chain 1, another single crochet in the same space. Now, to end it off, I'm going to chain 3. You'll remember the row started with a chain 4. I'm going to finish it off with this chain 3 and a single crochet in the space between the chain and V-stitch. Now for option 2, I'm going to join as I go. So one of the sides I'm going to finish off like I did in option 1. Then I'm going to line up both panels. If you take a look at this initial row that we started with, it's got 2 distinct sides. It doesn't matter which one you choose, but just make sure that the same side is on the outside for both panels. So for me, I'm choosing this side that looks slightly neater to me, and I'm going to line up both of my edges how I want to attach them. And join as I go. In order to do this, I'm going to work exactly how I did in option 1, but whenever I chain, I'm going to go through the other side. Starting off with a chain 4, I'm going through the single crochet on the other side and pulling it through, creating a slip stitch that counts as the chain 1. Then I'm going to chain another one, going through that same space, and again, and one more time. Then you'll recall we did a single crochet, chain 1, and single crochet in this space. Oops, I forgot to weave in my end there. I'm just going to take this tail and weave it in. And by that, I mean I'm going to single crochet on top of it. As you can see, I'm doing a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the same space. Then, instead of doing a chain 1, I'm going to go through the chain 1 space on the other side and then chain 1, or do a slip stitch and repeat. Single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the same space, and instead of doing a chain 1, I'm going to go through the corresponding stitch on the other side and chain 1. I'm just going to repeat this all the way to the top and meet you near the end. I'm down to my last few spaces, and you can see how the rest of it has turned out. I've continued doing the exact same thing, which is a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the same space, and when I chain 1, I'm going to go through the other side. I'm down to my last few spaces here. Now to finish off, I'm going to do a chain 3, but not just a simple chain 3. I'm going to go through the other side. Then finishing off with a single crochet in this space right here. I'm fastening off and cutting off a tail. You can see there are no gaps. Now that the back is done, I need to finish the front of this panel. I'm going to start where I placed my stitch marker, going in the same direction as the back. I'm going to grab my yarn and create a slip knot. I'm pulling that slip knot through the space that's been marked, and I'm going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I'm going to go to the next space and do a V-stitch. This is going to be the same as starting a row with a chain 4. I'm going to continue the pattern all the way down. As for the tail, I'm going to weave that in using a darning needle. And instead of showing you this entire process, I'm just going to skip ahead. Putting that away for a second, I just want to show you the other side. I have the initial 16 plus 9 rows for the neckline, including that last row of single crochets. I'm just going to skip ahead until I finished 24 rows in total and meet you for the end. To finish off the front, we're going to do exactly what we did for option 1 in the back. I'll show you one more time. Chain 4, a single crochet in this space, chain 1 and another single crochet in the same space, then chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, and another single crochet in the same space. This is like doing V-stitches, but instead of double crochet, I'm using a single crochet. Now, ideally for this pattern, you would like to finish with a total of odd number of stitches. I'm going to continue doing this all the way to the bottom. Now that I'm near the end, I've got a few spaces left. I'm showing you up close. I'm doing a single crochet, chain 1, another single crochet. This is all in real time. Now for my last space, I'm doing a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and to end off, I'm going to chain 3 and end with a single crochet in the space between the V-stitch and the chain 3. Now I'm fastening off, which is just a chain 1, cutting a tail and pulling that through. That's going to be it for now. In the next part, I'll go over how to attach the sleeves and how to do the granny square border. Thanks for watching, and if you've made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe.